Raw, what's your pick now for Spence versus Crawford? Has it changed over time given the performances we've seen from both of them in their last fights?
Well, it hasn't changed because, I mean, they haven't fought ever since I've predicted that Crawford would win. I mean, I don't think anything has changed except for, they're getting older. But they're both getting older as we speak. But I think still that Crawford has the abilities. He has the boxing skill, the boxing IQ. I mean, you can see it. You don't have to be a genius to know who's the better boxer. Spence, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. I mean, we built him. Golden Boy built him. And so Spence has a tremendous shot at knocking him out if he catches him. I mean, he has tremendous power, tremendous IQ, but I just think that Crawford has better leg movement. He knows how to, slip and slide and move in and out and bounce on his toes and throw punches and bunches. You can't win a fight with just throwing one or two punches. If your opponent is Crawford, the champion, is going to throw 4, 5, 6 punches, then obviously he's going to take the rounds and win the fight. Just like what happened with Lomachenko and Haney. Lomachenko was throwing punches and bunches. He was landing almost everything, which was incredible. And so, when they talk about, Haney and Lomachenko, Lomachenko won that fight. And so styles make fights. And so I strongly feel that Crawford and Spence, both great fighters, but in my humble opinion, what do I know about boxing, is that Crawford has the better ability. The more he has the better arsenal inside the ring. I'll know that the Crawford-Spence fight finally got made, which everybody's happy about, and so obviously that supersedes anything that Rocha is going to do. He is the #1 contender. Crawford winning or Spence winning, then Rocha is next in line to fight the WBO champion, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, but first things first. I mean, Rocha's fighting Anthony Young, who is no pushover, no walkover. He's a talented individual who is going to come to fight. This is his one opportunity to make things shine and to make a statement. So from top to bottom, the card's incredible. We're really pleased with what we put together, but especially here at Fantasy Springs Casino. I mean, we're going to have a jam-packed house. I believe it's 5,000 seats. It's going to be pretty cool.
The plan for you still for Virgil is he gets past Stanionis to place him against the winner. You got two guys that are chomping at the bit to face the winner of Crawford and Spence, but I would imagine there's a lot more fan demand to see Virgil in that fight.
Well, look, Virgil Ortiz, he's in a class of his own. That's the way I put it. Virgil Ortiz, he's coming back with Stanionis July 8th, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. His much anticipated return. We've known that he's Virgil Ortiz has had some complications, but he's now healthy 100%. He's stronger than ever, better than ever. His father and Virgil Jr. do a tremendous job in making sure that they're always prepared 1,000%. So we're looking forward to a tough fight with Virgil and Stanionis and on the zone. And so, but Virgil Ortiz is going to come after everybody. Virgil Ortiz wants Spence. He wants Crawford. Whoever wins, if he can even have Rocha if he wants. I mean, Virgil Ortiz, trust me, I call him the boogeyman of the 147-pound division, because not only is he 19-0 and 19 knockouts, but he can box, he can fight, and he has heart, and he never gives up. So those are true signs of a real, true super champion. So the matter is, Haney's a big kid. He's I believe has trouble making weight. He's drained. So maybe that could have affected him a bit. Because Haney's a tremendous, amazing fighter. I love his style. I love what he was doing, aggressive and boxing and holding back, and his IQ is unbelievable. And so maybe the weight's just too much for him. Who knows? Therefore, we won't see a rematch. Therefore, we would probably see the best division, 140 pounds in recent years, all go up against each other. And we're talking about the Haneys. We're talking about, don't exclude Ryan Garcia, which, by the way, I have some news in a bit for you. You can't exclude Tank Davis. All these guys are going to move to 140. They're all going to chase Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the ticket seller. Ryan Garcia is the man if he moves up at 140. So when he moves up, you watch. Everybody else is going to go follow him.
You mentioned it, the news with Ryan. Do you have any news to share about Ryan in his next move at 140 pounds and when we could see him back in the ring?
Yeah, we're gonna sit down with his manager, Lupe, and I have 3 opponents for him that I'll consider, and we'll make sure that he knows what those 3 opponents, who they are, and he will get to pick, and then we'll make that fight happen. So we're hoping that by August, September, October, whatever Ryan wants, but we have big fights for him. I can't really say the names now because you know how that goes, but yeah, we want Ryan in there right away, because look, in boxing, you're as good as your last fight. That's it. When I lost, then I won, then it's like everybody forgets about the loss, and that's how boxing is. So there's no shame in losing. There's no shame in losing against the very best, especially Tank Davis is the very best fighter out there. I mean, bar none. At 135, he's like amazing. He's incredible. So, I believe that Ryan will be back better than ever, stronger than ever, and then we'll take it from there.
The biggest fight at 140, in your opinion, is it, or do you foresee like a Shakur moving up? Or is it like a Teofimo Lopez if he's able to beat Josh Taylor, in your opinion?
There's Teofimo Lopez, who you can't count out. I mean, nobody counts out Teofimo Lopez. I mean, look, when he fought Cambosos, I knew, and I know for a fact he had something wrong with him medically. I knew that they were talking about, they were talking about
COVID.
COVID.
Like an esophagus, yes.
Yeah, so I knew, because when he dropped him and he couldn't finish him, I knew something was wrong with Teofimo. And I love Teofimo. He's a great fighter. But Josh Taylor, he's an amazing fighter who can give you trouble. So it's going to be a great fight. I think that mix of 135-pounders and 140 is by far the best weight class right now in boxing. Looking forward to it, and but the man right now still obviously is Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia.
All right, hey Oscar, as always, good catching up with you. Appreciate it, man. Here with the Golden Boy himself, Marcos Villegas, Fight Up TV.